Hey guys, today's video is going to be my eyeshadow collection along with some swatches. This video was requested by Eleanor. This is her. She is bae. Basically, I've been asked many a time to do a makeup collection. However, I really don't want to just yet because I can tell, I can just sense it, that I'm going to be buying a lot more makeup over the next few months. So my idea for the makeup collection in the future, I will probably do it probably around summertime. I hope that's okay with you guys, but yeah, I know I won't be happy with a makeup collection I upload now because I feel like my makeup collection is lacking. Probably not to you guys, but I feel like for myself it is. I've just come back from an outing for Amira's birthday with Nikisha, Basata, Amira, Lyra and Diorsa. So that was cool. If you haven't seen already, that was actually on my Snapchat, so add me on Snapchat. It's Lizzie mate, and this is the actual snap code, so you can just use the camera instead, so it's a lot quicker. So anyway, let's get on to the eyeshadows and the swatches. So starting off with the palettes first, I'm going to start off with the Naked 3 palette. I've had this for a long time. I got it for Christmas a few years ago. So these are the shades. They're very, very pinky toned. I would say it's probably not my favourite. I don't really use this as much because it's kind of pinky toned. I do actually use the darker colours a lot more, but because it's going into spring and summer now, I don't actually use this palette too often. So the shades go in from a light white colour down to these pinky tones. I prefer the matte shades the most. The shimmery ones don't work on me as much, but they do have a lot in this palette. This palette's really, really cute. If you are into pink kind of shades, definitely go for this. However, I'm not so much, so I don't actually go for this too much, but it does look very, very nice on lots of different skin tones. The next palette, probably one of my favourite ones, is the Too Faced Natural Matte palette. What is going on? So this palette is all mattes, and as you could just tell, my favourite kind of eyeshadows or any products in makeup to be honest are just mattes, and this is just full of them, and these are perfect. I cannot stress how perfect these all are. I mean, you can literally do everything with this palette in my opinion. You can go out clubbing with this, you can go out shopping with this, you can go visit your grandparents with this. It's just such a nice palette. My favourite one here is probably Chocolate Cookie because it's kind of like a brick shade, but it's also like chocolate shade. Very, very nice. And also, if you're wondering, has a booklet on how to do certain looks. I find at least one eyeshadow in this palette will be helpful for every single thing I do. Probably my favourite eyeshadow palette of all time, well at the moment anyway, until I find a new one. The next palette is the MAC Burgundy ×9 palette. So as you can see, it is 9 eyeshadows and they go from lighter to kind of darker to weirder shades at the bottom. I don't know. So it goes from Honey Lust, Poppy Seed, Quarry, Antiqued, Embark, Hashtag Noir, Hawks, Star Violet and Sketch. So now on to duos. I have two is the word, and I have 2 NARS duos because of Nikisha. Shout out to you. She has given me these for my past 2 birthdays, and I have it in Charade and Bellissima. I'll go on to the first one I got, which is Charade. Looks like this. It has a pinky and a purpley tone. When you first look at it, you think, oh, maybe that's not the sort of colour that I'd go for, because a lot of people just don't tend to go for any sort of colour. But honestly, even if you just use the slightest bit of purple in with your neutral kind of colour palette, it is so nice. The next duo is in Bellissima, best name by far. This whitey creamy shade with this taupe shade. These are both matte, but they have glitters in them. So what I mean by that is the actual eyeshadow itself isn't shimmery. There is just pieces of glitter in it, but it's very, very minimal. So if you're not a fan of glitter, this is perfect for you. Next one is this Inglot duo. This is the Freedom System palette, so I've actually chosen these eyeshadows myself. It isn't one that Inglot specifically sells by themselves. This taupey shade is 342. It looks like this. Is actually very, very similar to the NARS shade, but if you were thinking of maybe actually I don't want to buy a duo from NARS, and as well as that I don't want to spend that much, this is an extremely good dupe for the NARS one that I just showed you. Next Inglot eyeshadow is 335. It looks like this. It's this brick shade, and I've been obsessed with brick shade. I've been watching Jin's makeup. She uses brick shades all the time. I think it also complements my skin tone quite a lot because I'm so pale at the moment. I don't know if I'd look good with it tanned. Also, please let me know if you actually want any more tutorials on makeup, obviously, because I don't know what kind of looks you want me to do. Everyone seemed to like the Rihanna makeup, but no, I didn't seem to get as many views as I usually do with makeup tutorials. Not that that's a bad thing, I still upload them, but I didn't know if people actually enjoyed it or not, so please let me know what other makeup tutorials you'd like to see. So next eyeshadows are from MAC. These are the singular eyeshadows now, so I'm just going to go into them individually. First one is Rice Paper, pretty plain. I tend to use this as a base. I don't actually use it as often anymore because I tend to just use either like face powder on my eyes just to make it a lot more even. It's a frost finish, so you can kind of guess how that's going to look on the eye. Next one is Espresso. This I got... I think I literally got this like 3 years ago, not even kidding. But anyway, it's literally an espresso kind of shade. Just looks like a nice crease colour that blends in nicely with the eye with a nice winged liner. This looks perfect. Last eyeshadow from MAC is Patina, which is a frost finish as well. It is a very, very nice eyeshadow with flash on. As you can see with the little clip I'm showing you, it's perfect. It's got this kind of gold gleam to it, and I can't describe it until you look at it in person, because I remember I saw this, I think my friend was taking a picture nearby when I was in MAC, and flash kind of glimpsed on this eyeshadow. I went, okay, what is this? This eyeshadow is from NYX. This is Bedroom Eyes. I got this for Christmas, I believe, or my birthday. I'm not sure, but it's so nice. And I found this on Jin's makeup. That's where I found the look that she done. I think she done an entire look on it. I'll actually link it down below because it was so nice. And this is very, very similar to Patina, so it's actually probably a dupe for it, I would say. I tend to buy the same eyeshadows just in different brands. I don't know why. But this is a little bit, I'd say a little bit more golden, a little bit more orange toned. So the next two are from Urban Decay. I might have shown you these before, I'm not sure. So the first one is Half Baked, and this is a golden shade. This is kind of the same problem with Bedroom Eyes from NYX. The payoff I feel is like weakened to how it actually looks here. Like, don't get me wrong, the actual payoff it looks on my hand is like brilliant, but I feel like when it's on the eye, it's kind of like a dampened version of it here. I don't know, you have to use a lot of product basically for it to look worthwhile. The last one is just completely black. It is Blackout by Urban Decay. It looks like this. It's just a matte black. It's almost carbon from MAC, because everyone talks about that. When you want a matte black, that's the one that people go for. This I feel like not many people talk about. It's very, very nice actually. I would go to this easily when I want to do maybe a winged look with eyeshadow. So the last eyeshadow is from Bobbi Brown. I actually used to use this as my eyebrow shade because I didn't know much about eyebrows, so I just thought I'd go for an eyeshadow. But this is Blonde 21 by Bobbi Brown. Love the packaging. Really nice shade. It's quite taupey like the Inglot and the NARS one, but remember I did only just use this for my eyebrows. I don't tend to use it as often now, but I do like it quite a lot. One thing I bought recently was Painterly Paint Pot by MAC. So it's just literally a plain base that you put on your eyes before you do your eyeshadows. So it's nice to use. So I'm going to show it in this video because I'm so fucking excited. I bought things from Makeup Forever. Nobody's talked about Makeup Forever in such a long time, I feel like. But I wanted the HD foundation and a concealer and the spray for like 3 years straight. Didn't want to spend that much on it, but I checked my bank account today and it wasn't too bad. It wasn't good. And let me just assure you, it was not good. First thing was Makeup Forever Ultra HD Invisible Cover Foundation. This is in Y225 117. I don't know if that's the thing. It came with a sample inside. I think it was stage 1 or something. It looks like that. I'm so excited to use it. Also got the Full Cover Extreme Camouflage Cream Concealer in number 1. Looks like that. And finally the Mist and Fix spray, which looks like that. So that was everything. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much to Eleanor for recommending it to me. Yes, please let me know if you want any makeup looks with any of these eyeshadows or anything in general. Please just let me know in the comments because I love talking to you guys and I always answer every single comment that I see. Thank you all for watching and I'll see you all soon. Bye.